That is 5 goals in 5 games and 5 appearances for Chelsea Football Club for Joao Pedro. That kid is. What have we signed as Chelsea fans? What have we signed in Joao Pedro? This is a guy that came from Brighton with very little hype, taken straight off the beach, shows up, bangs it against Fluminense, has that cameo against Palmeiras where he could have scored, comes in the finals and chips Donnarumma, hasn't put a foot wrong since he came on the team, can play on the left wing, can drop deep, scores goals, scored in the first game, second game. Is this the best striker we've had since we signed Diego Costa? I mean, I don't remember being this hyped about a striker. Somebody that's just taken to the team so naturally. Now we have a guy that Neto will be so happy to play with his crosses. I mean, look at the goal yesterday where Neto just swings it in. How many times have we seen that cross go in? And I know everybody's going to say that he was left open, but look at the movement. Look at that movement to find the space, to have an uncontested header. It's also one of his strong points, his heading ability. Man, that's like that. This is basically Nicholas Jackson with better finishing and with better technique and better conviction with his technique. What have we signed? Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Joao Pedro, what a play. I really did not buy the hype when we got him. I did not know what we were getting. I watched him a few times at Brighton, and to be honest, I was always impressed by him. I always thought there was a player there. Did I think it was Chelsea? It was Chelsea level or Champions League level? Maybe not at the time, but I knew he had qualities. And also knowing that he's Brazilian, you just know that there was, if you take him out of the situation he was in and put him around better players, he'll elevate. That's just what Brazilians do for the most part. And what have we signed? This guy is phenomenal. He's physical. He's strong on the ball. He's a good ball carrier. He's a creative player. He can play as a 10, can get on the wings. He combines well. He strikes the ball with conviction. He looks the part. Doesn't look intimidated. He interviews well. Did you see an interview yesterday where they were trying to bait him into a rivalry with Delap, and he says both of us playing well together is good for Chelsea Football Club. I mean, what else could he have said that would be as satisfying? He was so sure of himself. He's so confident in his ability, and that's good for Delap too. Delap's just gonna feel that he needs to live up to that to raise his level. What a player we got! But let me just let me know what you guys think about Joao Pedro, because for me, we might have just lucked out with this signing. I mean, look at it. Look at the ratings. Look at the ratings from all of the games he's played against Palmeiras. When he comes in, he still registers a 7.2 rating, and we know what he was doing in that game. Like he forced a good save from the Palmeiras goalkeeper in that game, if I remember correctly. And with Fluminense, I mean, we know what he did there. Dude really just, I haven't seen strikes like that since we had Diego Costa, and especially that's the first one. Both of them were just phenomenal strikes. And we go against the European champions, and he chips Donnarumma, probably the best goalkeeper in the world currently. The audacity to do that. and then he comes in as a second half substitute against Leverkusen, and immediately changes that game. Makes, even though we're already in his ascendancy, he just comes in and he just dominates and plays way better. And he just gets his goal late in the game, a convinced strike. Then we see him against Milan. I mean, gets the Milan defender sent off, gets his goal, registers a 7.7 overall rating. I mean, what have we signed, guys? What have we signed? If we One of the problems we had last season was our inability to capitalize when we were on top, and that was because we didn't have, that conviction up front. And being a young team, it didn't take long before we lost our conviction and our trust in the process whenever we didn't score early. But with a guy like Joao Pedro, we can expect to score more goals early when we're on top. You create for him, he's likely to score. He's more likely to score. You know, gone are the days of the ball bouncing off people's shins and balls just rolling off. People, taking the wrong, using the wrong foot at the wrong time, or not using the right technique to strike the ball. This is a Brazilian, you know. He has flair, but he also has that dog. Got a dog. He has a bit of a nasty side too, which when he's on your team you like. Joao Pedro. Excited for this player. I think this might end up being the signing of the season. But when it all comes down to it, when the end of the season rolls around, if there's any chance of us actually being in a title race, it will be because of Joao Pedro and Delap. But definitely Joao Pedro. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Um, I mean, look at this. Look at him. When he was, let's just look at his record throughout his playing career. He starts at Fluminense, gets 10 goals, 2 assists. So we already know that he's a guy that can not only score goals, but he gives assists. You know, at Watford, I looked at some of his goals at Watford. He looked like that's when he did his best striking of the ball. He's actually insanely good at hitting the ball. At Brighton he became more of a facilitator and more of a overall player. And I think some of the attributes that he picked up at Brighton will ultimately serve us as Chelsea fans. He's gonna come in and be more of a complete player, like a hybrid of a 10 and a 9, and at times a winger. It's gonna be very beautiful to see. I'm really excited to see what he does for us. But has anyone had such a sensational start to their career? A sensational start to life at a team? Maybe Haaland. But obviously, all of this is still before the season starts, so we got to see what he does when the season starts proper in next week. But the signs are definitely very positive. You know, so yeah. I mean, obviously, he scored 5 goals and 0 assists, but I'm very excited to see the assists start to roll in as well. Do leave a like on the video, comment and subscribe. This is Samelo TV, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.